So the project cost estimate. So in today's lecture, we will see about the project cost estimate, how to make do the preparation of a cost estimate. Okay. So for that one, the cost estimate, it gives the economic viability of the project. As I said, when we writing the project feasibility report, that time we are looking for the raw material, we are looking for the demand study or the market, value of the product in the market, what is the demand. Okay. After that one, we seen the location of it. So all these points we need to add into that one. Even we give the technical feasibility. Now, if you look at the cost estimate is required for the economical viability of that project. Does that project is economically viable? Because it is very important. Many times a technical study is okay. There is a demand of the what we call the product in the market. Everything is okay, but what about the costing of that project? If it is very huge amount, then it's not possible for us to carry out that project. So here it need to know the economical viability of the project, and for that one we are doing the cost estimate. Now what are the points that we need to cover up, and they are classified the cost estimate as. So it is first is the order of magnitude. Now, what is meant by order of magnitude? It gives the rough idea about the investment. Means once you are starting writing a project feasibility report, that time we always give some the major things, and we cover up that this much will be the cost of the project. So we give the rough idea about it. Just like when we want to purchase a mobile phone, then on the basis of the what is the past experience and what is the value of the mobile in the market, and accordingly we say yes, our the cost estimate or this may be the roughly cost of the project. Okay. And once you visit to the shop, and that time you see that yes, it may have the lower cost or it may have the upper cost, depend. Okay. Though the for our case we fix the model, we are not fix the model, but just we say that we have to buy the mobile, we have to buy the cell phone. So for that one, what to do, we are making a budget. So that is a rough idea. Same thing happened in the project one. We are giving a rough idea about the project investment or the cost of it. Study estimate, in this case what we are just overlooking of it, and let's take the some prices of the equipments and the prices of the 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 products or the services. Okay. And from that one we are calculate that part. Third one is the preliminary estimate, then definitive experiment estimate, and lastly the detail estimate. So this point, the one, order, study estimate, preliminary estimate, definitive estimate, and detail estimate. So this cost estimate we divided in these five categories. Now one by one we will look what exactly the order of magnitude, what is this one, what is this one. Okay. Let's see in detail about it. So what do you mean by order of magnitude? So this order of magnitude is what it gives the rough idea of estimate to decide whether a pursue project or not. It means whether we have to go ahead for the project or not. Just like already I have given a example that when you want to purchase a mobile, or when you want to purchase any bike or anything, then that time we always give a rough idea. Just like you want to a mobile phone, then you are giving the proposal to your parents and say yes, this is the cost estimate of the mobile. So this much may be the costing of the mobile. So let's consider it is how you say that as per the market survey and all other, that you say yes, it is around 35,000. Okay. So that will be the cost of it. So now again there is a the parents will decide whether you have to buy that mobile or not, because you give the rough idea about it, and from that one they decide whether, because after that one, once you take the quotations, or when you are doing the survey, that time definitely it will having less or more than 20%. Okay. Not more than fluctuation that, but yes, we always give a rough idea. So here, when we are doing the cost estimation, the first thing when we are to calculate on the order of magnitude, it means we are giving the rough idea about it. So there are the 5 methods to find the estimate. Okay, what are that? The investment per annual ton capacity means we are talking about the cost estimate of the project. Okay, we're talking about the cost estimate of the project, and the first one is the order of magnitude, means we are giving a rough idea about the project. Okay, and from that one we will decide whether we have to go for that project or not. So one is the investment per annual ton. We are calculated on the basis of how much investment is required per annual ton capacity. If I have the 1 ton capacity of the plant that I want to establish, and for that one, what will be the investment? Okay. Second case, turnover ratio and capital ratio. So we can calculate that budget of the project on the basis of the turnover and the capital ratio. We can calculate with the help of the 610 factor. Okay, we can calculate on the basis of the inflation index, and we can calculate on the basis of the location index. Okay, so as we say that there are the 5 methods to find the estimate. Which estimate? Order of magnitude. How? The one, it is the investment per annual ton capacity, means we first decide what is the capacity of our plant, what is the capacity of the production, and then on that basis, on per ton, we decide how much the amount that is needed. Because once you calculate for per ton, then definitely you have to multiply so that you will get it for the 2 tons, 3 tons and all. Second, we call about the turnover and the capital. What is the turnover per annum and what is the capital of it? And that ratio it will give you to how much amount that we need to invest in the project. Third part is 610 factor. What is 610 factor? Means we are taking that whatever be the rough the past estimate of the project, and from that one we have to multiply by the 610 factor so that we will get our latest budget of it. It means previously you have a plant and now you want to start a new plant, the expansion of the plant, then you know the what is the budget of that plant, actual budget, and so you are just consideration some inflation and all, and on that basis or you have to just multiply by the 16 factor, you will get the approximate value of the project. Fourth part is the inflation index. Now what is this inflation index? This inflation index means on the basis of how much is the inflation. Okay, so you know that the every year there is a inflation, it continuously the prices of the goods are increases. So if you buy a machine before the 5 years ago, and you see what is the cost of that machine while when you newly buy that one, and now on we are considering the inflation index, because that time if you say the machine cost is 1 lakh rupees, and now you say what is the inflation from that 0 years to up to the 5 years in the present year. Okay, and what is the inflation of it, and on that basis we are considering the prices of that equipment. Means if it is a 1 lakh rupees and some calculation of the inflation index, and from that one you say that now the machine is approximately 1,25,000. So that is a rough budget that you are taking in the order of magnitude. And the location index. So location index means again you have to check it present prices of it, and on that basis we will calculate it. Now here, what is the accuracy of it? Now when you are calculating the order of the cost estimate with the help of the order of magnitude, and that time you see there is the accuracy is around plus minus 60%. How much? It is plus minus 60%. Means it's a huge gap between actual price and what we decided. But yes, for the initial stage, we always give a rough idea about it. We give the rough idea. Okay. The next point to calculate the cost estimate that we are decided, it is study estimate. Now in the study estimate, what are the points? The first point, In the study estimate, obtain the data like listing the of major equipments and sizes, material of construction, etc. from the process license. So this is the study estimate means we are try to calculate the actual amount of the equipments, but we are not considering the small equipments and the processes one. We are considering the one major equipments. We see the what is the size of the equipments. Roughly we decided what is the size, what is the how much is the material of construction is required, okay, and that we are taking with the help of the process license, okay, the contractor or the vendor which we supply the equipments and the taking the contracts for the erection and all other things. For that one we taking the the estimate from it from them, and we are giving the list of the equipments, major equipments, and from that one we are calculating what is the amount required for a project. So what is the accuracy here? You get accuracy around plus minus 30%. Means the initial stage what we do, we are roughly calculate the idea of the what is the costing of the project. But now we are study what are the major equipments. We take out the list of the major equipments. We are writing what is the present prices of that equipment, and that we have to take with the help of the some licensed one or the experts, and from that one we are taking the prices of it, and then we are estimate that one. And roughly we say that yes, these are the major equipments where we have to invest more costing or more money and very little bit money for the other purposes. And on that basis we are calculate and say yes, this will be the cost. Now the accuracy after doing the study in the study estimate, we will get about a 30% plus minus one. Means if the costing of your project say 100 crore, that you calculate in a study estimate, it means it might be the 70 lakh or it might be a 1 crore and 100 crore and 30 lakh. It may be the 70 crore or it may be the more than that one, okay, 130 crore. So depend. Second, the cost overrun this project is 30%, which finance the institute accept this proposal. Now we are not depend only on the order of magnitude for calculating the cost estimate, okay. In this case though, we are getting a green signal that yes, we have that budget, you can go ahead, okay. Just like if you want to purchase a mobile phone, then again when you are put up the idea to your in front of your parents, then they will decide whether to purchase or not, and that will be on the basis of what is the price of it. So you say that yes, 20,000 is the price of the mobile that I have to purchase. Then they say okay, my budget is there, we can you can buy it, or and they think yes, it might be the 20,000 or it might be the 25,000, no matter for it. So once they get the rough idea, they will say yes, you can go ahead. But after that one, they again say you bring the quotations or you just go to the shop and let's know what exactly the prices of that mobile. Okay, so that is give the study estimate. You are studying it. Then the preliminary estimate. Now order of magnitude is over. Study estimate. Now the preliminary estimate. What are the points in the preliminary estimate? Let's check it. So here, if you see, the first is it is prepared when the technology package is frozen and the firm implementation schedule is available. Now, what is preliminary estimate? In the first case, we roughly give the idea about the project, and in that meeting say yes, you can go ahead. We have that much budget and we can continue that project or we make that project, okay. Then we are studying about it, we calculate the taking the major equipments, major constructions, okay, major licensing and the technology transfer, all these one we are calculate the what is the budget is, and then we are put it and then say okay, no problem, you can go ahead for the project again, there is no problem, it may have the plus minus 30% is okay. After once you say it is okay, then you are deciding the which technology package, okay, means what type of the technology that I have to bring out to process out the plan or to establish the process plan. Means the package is frozen. Frozen means you are fixed now that yes, this technology I have to use for making this product, and once this technology is fixed, after that one we again calculate what will be the costing of the project. It means technology is fixed, machinery is fixed, okay, your the capacity of the plant is fixed, so everything you fix it. And now after that one we again calculate what will be the value or what is the cost of the project is there, okay. And in this case if you see this point consider as a zero date or start date of the project. It means from this point we are deciding the starting point of our project. We are deciding the starting point of the project. It means each and everything we are scheduling. We bring the technology, we know the which equipments we use, we know the small equipments and the small things in the plant, okay. We have decided the what is the scheduling of the project, okay. We know the how many manpowers are required, which are the raw materials is required for implementation of that project while executing the plant. The contractors give you the quotations, the vendor give you the quotations, everything is okay, everything is fixed, and in that case you say it's a preliminary estimate, okay. And here the accuracy is about 20%. Now what we do in the order of magnitude, the accuracy is about 50-60% when we are calculating on the basis of the study estimate, and that time we got the accuracy is about 30% plus minus, and now again we can reduce this to the 20%, okay, plus minus. After that the next is the definitive cost estimate. Now, what is definitive cost estimate? So, here it is to prepare after the zero date when the detail engineering of the project is an advanced stage. The estimate may have the accuracy of 10%. This stage gives the additional information for the accuracy. They are as equipment purchase specification, vendor quotations, schedule of items for the work standards. Okay. So, let us see one by one. What exactly here it is mentioned? The one prepare after a zero date. It means in the previous case, what we in the preliminary project in a preliminary cost estimate, we decided yes, we have to start a project from this date. This is the scheduling of it, and this will be the approximate cost of the project that we are calculated on the basis of the study. Okay, because we are fixing the technology, it means we are fixing the capacity of the plant. Everything we fix it, and on that basis we calculate. After that, what we do in this one, why the accuracy is 10% in this case? Because all the project details, all the detailed engineering of the project is known to us. Means what is the capacity of the equipment, what is the cost of the equipment, exact cost which is quoted by the vendor. Because initially in the preliminary case what happened, they just give the communicate with that vendor, and they say yes, this will be the approximately cost of it. So you just take out that cost, or you have to search in the internet and all other platforms, and they said yes, this will be the cost. Now accurate, you now ask the quotation from the vendor, so they will give the quote, what is the prices of it, and on that basis now again we are calculating what will be the costing of the project. So equipment purchase specification means which type of what is the specification of the equipments, what will be the capacity, what will be the instrumentation is required, does it is automatic, does it manual or semi automatic, what are the instruments is needed for it, okay. Everything is you have to make in the this one, the purchase specification. Just like again I would like to give the example of the mobile phone. So when you go to the shop, your budget is 25,000, and now you are giving a specification of it. Does you require a 4G network mobile, whether you require a 5G network mobile, 5G network mobile, what is the RAM of it, what is the memory of that mobiles, okay, how much is the expandable one, which is the processor one. So each and everything you give the detail of that one, okay, and from that one the vendor give the quotation. So they say yes, if you this is the specification, these are the specifications, and from that one this will be the cost of the equipment, okay. So vendor quotation, and then schedule of items for work tender contractor quotes. Now again as we are giving the contract to the contractor about the erection of the plant, construction of the buildings, Okay, the manpowers, everything. So they were giving the contract and they again quoted what will be the prices of it. And that's why we get exactly the costing of the project. But yes, it is a plus minus 10% from this one, from the definitive cost estimate. But this will be the case when you have to prepare this one after a zero date. Means after a zero date means once you decide that from this date we need to start a project, because you are fixed now that your project is fixed. Okay, because you initially stage you have chosen the technology, means there is a decide that this will be the capacity of the plant. Okay, this will be the process, this will be the technology that we are using for the process plant. Now everything is fixed, and on that basis now you are calculating the cost of the project, and definitely it will give the accuracy about plus minus 10. Okay, this will. After that, detail estimate. Now what is mean by detail estimate? In the detail estimate, we see it is prepared when the completion of engineering, ordering of the equipments, machinery, and give the major contracts. Okay. In this case, what? It is prepared when the completion of the engineering, ordering of the equipments and machinery, and give the major contracts. Just like if you want to establish a plant, then first we decided which process that I need to use here for the process of the to getting a product. Okay, process plant. The engineering details we are given, means the P and ID diagram, process and instrumentation diagram. From the process and instrumentation diagram, we know what are the unit operations we need, what are the equipments that we need. We decided the plant capacity. On that bus, on that one we decide what is the capacity of the equipments. On that one we decide the small equipment sizes. Okay. Now that specification is over, then we are giving the order. We get a quotation from the vendor, and now we are giving a order. So we do the negotiation with the vendor that if the equipment having the 1 lakh rupees price as per the specification, then we have the meeting with the vendor, and on that basis after the negotiation they say okay, I will quote you 80,000 rather than the 1 lakh rupees, though I quoted in the quotation. So after a negotiation or you are giving a order to the particular vendor, means you are ordering the equipments. Now that there is no change of the costing of the equipments, because you are giving a order. And once you give the order as per the agreement between the two parties, there should not be any changes in the prices, or they might be give to some changes in the prices, but most of the times once you order there is no change. Okay, so you give the order to the equipments and the machinery and the major contracts. The contracts may be the erection for the of the plant, contract to the construction of the building, contract. So there are the different contracts are there. So you are giving the contracts because the contractor give you the quotation. So this will be the costing of it for the construction of building. This will be the square feet of the value. Say the 200, 2000, whatever be the quote per square meter of the construction of the building, and this will be the material required. Okay, either you have to include or exclude the material of construction of the building. So you give the major contracts to the contractor, and now you are calculating what will be the costing of the project, and that time you get accuracy about the 5%. It means we started the project cost estimate from the 60% accuracy, and we move to the 5% accuracy. So continuously as you goes from the approximate cost to the accuracy, okay, to the accuracy, then definitely the accuracy is increases. Why increases? Because you are giving the major things, you are giving the accurate value of it, and once it is give the accurate value, then definitely the difference is low. So here is the same. In the detail estimate we take each and everything which is accurately know what exactly the value of it. Okay, now from this table you can easily understood what exactly mean of it. Okay, as we look, order of magnitude, study estimate, preliminary estimate, definitive estimate, and detail estimate. Okay, these are the type. One is the order of magnitude. You see here, though it is mentioned 25 to plus minus plus 25% minus 15%. Okay, so this data may be the vary depend on how accurately or what type of the technology tools that you are using to calculate it. Okay, so here in this table they mention the order of magnitude. It will be around 25% to 15%. 25 plus 15 minus. What is the data? Existing plant. So you get this data from existing plant. It means you want to expansion of the plant, and that time if you want to calculate what is the budget of the project, then on the basis of the existing plant you are calculating the this estimate. Okay, so it is give the capacity and the inflation part you need to add it. So here the capacity of the plant and what will be the inflation, on that basis we are calculating this one. After that, so here what is this diagram is show, it is what block diagram. It is a block diagram. Okay, just like when you are when you study the chemical technology, you have the flow diagram. Okay, and that flow diagram is again nothing but we call it is somehow sometimes we are making the block diagram too, the square and the rectangles. With the help of that one we are putting some unit operations, the name of the equipments. Okay, so that will give the diagram of it. So there is a rough estimate, so no need to go in a detail about it. So we have to just give the simple major equipments names. Second, it is the study estimate. Now what is the study estimate? It is give the major equipments and factor. So here you get accuracy about 30% plus minus 20%. And here on what basis we are calculating this? On the basis of the data which is roughly size major equipments. It means what will be the size of the equipment, which are the major equipments we needed to need here. Okay, and on that prices we are decided what is the costing of the project. Okay, so here is the process flow diagram. With the help of the process flow diagram we calculate it. How? Because if you see in the process flow diagram, then we have the major equipments, major unit operations are included in the process flow diagram. It means if you have to establish say sulfuric acid plant, then what are the major unit operations or the equipments in processing the sulfuric acid, production of the sulfuric acid. So you are not taking what is the cost of pump. Okay, you are not take worry about what will be the instrumentation required in the reactor. Okay, because we need a converter for conversion of the SO2 to SO3. Yes, so what we decided, we decide what are the major equipments. So 4 to 5 equipments I need, and that will be the more costing, more costed, that the cost of that equipment is more comparing to the instrumentation part. Okay, and on that basis we decided. So here is on the generalized chart cost. Third point what we discuss, it is a preliminary design. In the preliminary design, what we include, we are not only include the major equipments, but we are looking about the piping, we are looking about the instrumentation, the electrical and the utilities, everything we are consider. So all these factors we are consider while studying the preliminary design. Okay, so here also we take the help of the process flow diagram, but yes we are taking each and every factor of it for calculating the the project cost. Third, fourth point, it is a definitive estimate type. Now what is in a definitive one? Again you see here the plus minus plus 15% and minus 7%. So this one, it is again decided on the basis of what? Preliminary specification for all the equipments. Now here what we decided, we are not decided what is the capacity. We only say that yes, the reactor is needed, 2 reactors we want, 2 exchangers we want, 2 distillation column we want, 1 the separator I want. So what? These are the equipments. On that basis, again we have said this is the piping, this will be the instrumentations required, this will be the electrical part, and this will be the utilities I needed in the by while erection of the process plant. Okay, But here we are giving the special specification of it. Okay, we take this specific, we give the specification, we got the quotations, and on that basis we decided what will be the value of the project. Okay, and that's why it is called a definitive one. After that one, the detail, and this is to be after a firm or contractor. It means after giving order to the vendor, after giving the contract to the major contractors, and that time when we calculate what will be the cost of the project, then that time you will get the accuracy about plus 6% and minus 4%. The meaning of this means the costing will be increased by 6%, or it may be the decrease by 4%. Okay, and this is happen after complete engineering, means the technology is over, specification, you know that you give the order to the equipments, you give the contracts, and after that one, once you calculate what will be the value, then that is the final value of the project cost. But yes, all this consider under the cost estimate is not say that the same values I needed. It may be the increase and decrease on the basis of this one. Okay, or in certain parts when you are executing the project, that time maybe whatever your schedule or whatever you plan or whatever the cost you estimate, it might be vary. Just like, just because if you say that before the code in 2019 you started to erection of the plant, and in 2020 you there is some the natural things are happened, and there is a pandemic situation comes. Now 6 months there is no chance to work, and after a 6 months when you find the inflation is very high, you may not get a worker, you may not get a skilled worker, and if you want a skilled worker, then you have to give the more wages. So whatever you plan before the 1.5 years, it may not be implemented now, and for that one definitely there will be the chances of increasing the cost of the project. Maximum time the cost of the project is increases. It is always increase the costing, and if the project is delayed, then definitely there is a chances of increasing the cost. But yes, to decide the project whether we have to continue that project or not, for that one the cost estimation is very important, and for that one we are taking the help of these some estimate, that is the order of magnitude, study estimate, preliminary estimate, definitive estimate, and detail estimate. Okay, so this is all about the cost estimate. In the next lecture, we will see about the licensing. What are the various license we have to take from the government, from the different departments to start any type of the project or any type of the business. But that we will see in the next class. Thank you.